Hey guys, what is up? My name is Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the day before the PanelAthon. It starts tomorrow, May 20th, and goes through the 28th. I didn't write the dates down, so I hope that is correct, and if not, I will put the dates below, but I'm pretty sure it's the 20th through the 28th. The PanelAthon is hosted by Natalie over at Pages and Panels and co-hosted by Jesse and Shay. I will have everybody linked down below. There are tons of challenges and there are extra challenges, and I have completely sucked this month so far at TBRs and following TBRs and readathons, and I just haven't really been doing so hot this month reading-wise. But I have a stack of graphic novels and manga that I intended to get to and saved specifically for PanelAthon, and kept it so that it works for Asianathon as well, so we're double dipping here. And what I'm gonna do is read the challenges off, the 10 challenges, but I'm not gonna read the extra additional challenges. Those will be on all of the hosts' announcement videos. You can go check them out. And then I'll just show you the graphic novels and manga that I intend to read this week. And you'll just have to trust that they all fit a purpose, because better a TBR video than no TBR video, even if it's chaotic, right? I think. Okay, let's get into it. Number 1 is to read 1 graphic novel, 1 comic, and 1 manga. Just gonna hold this up. Number 2 is to read from any publisher other than the big 3, so like not Image and whatnot, DC, Marvel, etc. Number 3 is to read a graphic memoir or a comic inspired by real events. I'll point the one out specifically that I chose for that when I get to it, just so you know, because I had a more difficult time than this since I tend to read fantasy instead of memoirs. Number 4 is to read a comic that has LGBTQ+ characters. Number 5 is to read a comic that has a fantastical journey, which is like everything I read. Number 6 is to read the first issue in a new series. Number 7 is to read a new to you author. Number 8 is to read at least 5 chapters from a webcomic. I do have a couple in mind, but I don't have them on the top of my head, I don't think. Oh yeah, for that I'm thinking of reading Unordinary at webtoons.com. It's one of the more like well-known, higher rated ones on there, so I'm gonna check it out. That's the only one that I'm gonna list right now, obviously. Why am I even trying? Number 9 is to read something from your favorite genre, and number 10 is to read a host's pick. I know Natalie chose Space Boy, so I do have all of those. I can do a reread. And as for the other 2 hosts, Jesse and Shay, my library didn't have either of theirs. Now Jesse picked Blackbird, and I picked up the manga Blackbird, not realizing that they had intended it to be the graphic novel, and my library just doesn't carry the graphic novel that I could find or that they show online, like it wasn't checked out that I'm aware of. So I'm going to read the manga, and if by some chance when I go to the library this week, because I have some books due, they have it, I'll pick it up. I think Shay picked one called like Honey So Sweet or something of that nature. My library did not have it either, but they will have their specific ones listed on their announcement videos, obviously, and if any of those appeal to you, you can do that. I know some of the additional challenges are to read all 3 and a couple other fun things, but I think it's a very simple readathon to accomplish, because 1 graphic novel or 1 manga could, you know, cross off a ton of those challenges. So let's just see what I'm getting into. I had intended to read Orange, the Complete Collection Volume 2, but in a reading slump earlier this past week, sometimes to get myself out of reading slumps, I pick up a graphic novel or a manga because it'll help you feel accomplished, I guess, or at least it does for me. And I read Orange Manga Volume 2, and so that did not get saved for this. But what has, I don't have it up here, but I have the 5th, Death Note, Volume 6, the final one. I am finally at the end. I will be reading that. I was going to read it first, but Descender Volume 6 by Jeff Lemire is due Tuesday. Today is Sunday, so this will be my first read tomorrow because it's on hold from someone else, so I'd like to get through it first so that I can finish it, because Ascender, which is like a companion graphic novel series, if I'm not mistaken, has also dropped as of April, I want to say, and I want to get that started, so I'm going to get Descender read. Also, this is the Blackbird manga that I was talking about by Kanoko Sakura Kuji. I know nothing about this. I picked it up thinking it was Jesse's pick, but I'm kind of excited because it does cover the first in a new series and a new to me author and a bunch of other things. So yeah. I was going to read Monstress and Monstress Volume 2, Volumes 1 and 2 I should say, but they're also due on Tuesday and they're on my full capacity in terms of checking out a book, which is 4 times, so 4 times 3. I've had it that long and have not read it, so I'm not sure that it'll actually happen, but that's for you guys. If you want something that's works for AsianAthon and PanelAthon, here you go. I also intend to carry on in Princess Jellyfish by Akiko Higashimura. I am loving this manga series. It's about a group of girls that don't really adhere to societal standards in terms of women's stuff. Like, they aren't fashionistas and they don't like fashionistas and they definitely don't like men. But one man who dresses up like a woman has kind of made his way into their group and is trying to help them save the building that they rent from being demolished and turned into an apartment building. It's kind of kooky. Now this next one is the manga that I chose as the memoir, and it is called This One Summer by Jillian Tamaki and Mariko Tamaki. I'm excited to get into it. It seems like a coming of age kind of story, but it is, as far as I know, about their growing up. I also picked up Beauty Volume 5 by Jeremy Huan and a bunch of other people. And this series started out really, really strong for me. I really loved the first one, and I think I liked the second, but it's kind of gone downhill from there. But this was put in the section of brand new graphic novels at my library when I last went, and I picked it up because I'm already invested, so we'll see where it goes. It's kind of about like a society that is stuck on being beautiful, and you can take medicine or pills, I believe. It's been a while since I've last read it, that turn you into a stunningly beautiful person, but what's happening in society is those people are dying. They're just like basically self-imploding, and at this point there's kind of like a societal war going on, a civil war, as you will. This next one is a weird one, and it's also due back Tuesday, so it'll also be on my radar tomorrow, and that is Dull Margaret by Jim Broadbent and Dix. Jim Broadbent, it says he has something to do with Game of Thrones and Harry Potter in terms of acting, but I don't know what he looks like. In any case, it's loosely inspired by Dull Griot, a 16th century painting. So we'll see. It seems like it's going to be a very quick read because it's a lot of art and not a whole lot of text, I can tell. So this will be up tomorrow as well. And then last but not least, I know Hoopla has the first available because I started reading it last month and didn't finish it, so I can re-download that and read the first volume. And then I got the second volume physically because I do prefer graphic novels physically to look at the art, and that's the American Gods graphic novelizations. This is the second volume, and then the first volume, as I said, I'll be on Hoopla. So that basically concludes my TBR for the PanelAthon. Hopefully I can get through most, if not all of them. Priorities on the ones that have to go back Tuesday and Death Note because I really want to get that done. Otherwise, it's kind of up in the air to see what happens because I have been having a really hard time this month sticking to my TBR or even enjoying what I'm reading. I gave the first book I read this month a 5-star, and then it's just I've kind of trudged along since then. That's it for me, guys. Let me know if you're participating down below. Let me know if you've read any of these like obscure side ones. I hope you guys are having a wonderful May and that your reading month is going a lot better than mine is. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Like if you like this video, subscribe if you are new here and want to see more content from me. All my social media links will be down below. You can catch me on Goodreads and Twitter and Instagram. I hope you're having a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.